Hey friends, in this video I'm going to be giving you a tour of my new setup here in my home. So it's set up for vlogging. I'm going to be talking about the camera, the lighting and the audio system. So I hope that you enjoy. So let's start off with the actual camera. The camera that I am using is the EOS R5, which has been a fantastic upgrade since my previous camera of the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. There are a few things that I do love about this R5 and some increased upgrade capabilities. The first thing that I really love out of the most is the flip out screen. The ability to turn the screen outwards and to be able to see what it actually looks like that the camera is actually pointing at. Whereas previously I had to, with the 5D Mark IV, there was a fixed screen. So I actually had to go behind the back of the camera to make sure things were okay. And I could never really tell if I was in focus or not. So the flip out screen is a great win. Talking about the focus, another advancement of the R5 is the amazing eye autofocus system that it has, which is currently what I have it on the servo eye face tracking mode. So what that allows me to do is to give me the confidence that my lens is always going to be on focused onto my head whilst I'm doing these vlogs. So I could be moving backwards as far as back of the camera or coming in forwards and have the full confidence that the lens is able to keep up, keeping my eyes in focus at all times. And that is really important. And I found that the 5D Mark IV previously struggled a lot with that very important yet basic feature. The last thing that I do love about this is having the touch screen and the flip out screen allows me to adjust my settings on the go. So I can have my exposure settings set up and I can see how everything is happening with that flip out screen, and it's just been a real game changer when it comes to making sure that the exposure is all correct. Let's move on to the actual lens that I'm using for these vlogs, and currently I am using my 16 to 35 f2.8 version 2 lens. It is still the EF version, so I have the lens attached with the RF to EF the converter. My settings are 1/50th of a second, f2.8, set to auto ISO. Now I'm going to move on to the actual lighting setup. Currently I am being lit up by my desk lamp. I've got it set up so that it's got both the warm and the cool lights on at the same time, pushed up to maximum capability, which maximizes the light onto the front of my face. I also have my window shades open right now, so it's allowing the ambient light from outside in. Lastly, I'm going to talk about my audio recording system. Currently there are two microphones that are happening. One is the internal mic of the R5, which is surprisingly pretty good for internal mic on a camera. Maybe because it's the setup that's within here. It may have a little bit of echo, but you probably will appreciate my main system, which is on my Zoom H2N dedicated recorder, and that's connected up to a lav mic. So they're the three things that I'm using for this setup. Obviously you can see that I'm in my home office here. That's also some areas that I will eventually like to work on and to improve. I know it's not a little bit blank. Like one of my highlights, obviously you can obviously tell, is my cabinet back over there. It does look a little bit overblown with the settings that I have with the LED, but I do want to eventually, mitigate that and get that to, perfect that, refine that, because that is a pretty important feature in my room, and I do intentionally, indirectly want to show that off into my videos because it is something that means to me, and it is, it does kind of define who I am as kind of like a character, as a person, I mean. Having said that, it's a good setup, and hopefully I can create some good quality vlogs that you as the audience can enjoy with at a decent quality, and over time I hope that there are improvements with everything with regards to the stories, the content, and also the video output that I have, so I can keep you guys entertained, amused, giving the value to you. So having said that, that's the end of my video. I hope that you enjoy, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.